everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today, this wasn't the video that I intended to upload. I've been just recording little bits here and there for the past, at that point, 28 days of my 75 hard challenge. My hope was this video that you're seeing now was actually supposed to be my first 30 days of the challenge. And unfortunately, on day 29, I failed. Now, I'm not going to be overly dramatic about it. I made the decision to say I needed a timeout. And it wasn't because, I found, I didn't have the time for the challenge. Or it was stressful, or it, wreaked havoc on my body, or, just a plethora of maybe negatives. Up until this past Monday, I felt like I was crushing it. I was every day checking off the box of everything. In those 29 days, I read 2 books, Dr. Casey Means, Clean Eating, and then also I read Atomic Habits. Thoroughly enjoyed that part of it, drinking the water, doing my workouts, and especially my 90-10 whole foods diet. But something happened this past weekend. And as much as I tried to push through it, when I started this challenge, and I'm sure, I said it in a video in the beginning when I was talking about this, that if at any point I was going to reverse all the good that I've done, or felt like I was going to put myself in an unhealthy situation, I'm going to back out. Now, one thing you guys may not know about me is that I grew up on the motto, no pain, no gain. Hence probably why I've had a lot of injuries. I have put my body through the ringer. You want me to do something, you challenge me to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. Very, very rarely will I fail at something, because I feel like it's effort, determination. When I signed up for the 75 Hard Challenge, I knew it was the right time for me to do it. I felt like I was going to succeed. I planned for everything. And I didn't fail because we had terrible weather. I still did my 45-minute walk for like 5 days straight in like wind and rain with my raincoat, passing by people that I see all the time, heading into the gym and not out of the gym. I'm just like, I don't know, I've got to do this challenge, I'm not going to lose. But something happened this weekend. Unfortunately, my little Frenchie got hurt. How did she get hurt? No idea. She was perfectly fine 1 minute, dropped the ball next to me. I went to go throw it. She took 1 step back and she sat down. Now, I was like, okay, maybe she just go to the bathroom. I'm not going to go into the details of that, but she didn't. She tweaked something. She pulled something in her back. Originally, I thought maybe hip, knee. There's so many different things it could have been. So at that moment, it's later in the day on Saturday. I checked all the boxes for my challenge. I knew that, okay, all I had to do was read. Let me just get her to rest, calm down, relax, and monitor. She was, pretty good Saturday night. I was worried. I pretty much stayed up all Saturday night just monitoring. Come Sunday morning, now no sleep. A little bit, I didn't eat as well as I would have liked to in terms of I don't think I ate enough. On Saturday, that rolled into Sunday, just constantly thinking, should I take her to the pet ER? I was just worried. But at the same time, I was like, I put her in her pen. I set up a pen, put her on her bed. She slept. I did my loop around where I live for 45 minutes, checked off workout 1, came back, monitor her. She was still kind of struggling a little bit to go from a sit stand. I'm doing massages and putting heat on her. Focus is on my dog. My dog is my world. And so she wasn't panting. She wasn't, shaking from pain. I, in my mind, thought of it as, we pull muscle. I mean, I've had 2 back surgeries. You just got to rest, and just see, in a day how you do. So once again, we get to Sunday night and she starts shaking and she's in pain. That point, it's around 11:30 at night. Thankfully, the pet ER is only, 2 miles down the road. And so I was like, you know what? I made the executive decision. I got to take her. She needs anti-inflammatory, maybe some pain meds, something just to tide her over until my vet opens Monday morning. And so take her there. I was probably at the pet ER until around 2:30 in the morning. Get back, she crashes. Once again, I'm staying up. I'm just making sure she's okay. Because I'm really tired, but I also don't want to miss anything. I want to, she's got all this medicine in her. So once again, Saturday, Sunday, no sleep, and, wasn't eating very well. But I stuck to the 75 hard challenge. Very proud of myself for that. Come Monday morning, I knew I had to call the vet to get her there for some diagnostics and, possibly like laser therapy, water tremolo, just certain things that I felt like we were going to have to do. And so once again, no sleep. I remember getting up after the vet told me, oh, come in, at this time. And I sat up and I got very lightheaded. And I was like, oh, okay. I really have got to prioritize my food today. And so, all the stress of the past couple days just came to a head. And I, got back from the vet and, got all my instructions of what to do. And so my pup was tired. She laid down. I set her up in a nice little area surrounded by her pen and her bed and water. I said, I'm going to just go get some fresh air. I'm going to just at least attempt to do workout number 1. And so I went for my 45-minute walk. The whole entire time, I just did not feel myself. I felt very just lightheaded. I was exhausted. I came back from my walk. I did some things for work. Dog's still sleeping, which is the greatest thing ever. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I still got to do that second workout. Now, Mondays are typically my push day. And I was like, well, I'm not going to the gym because I don't want to be too far away in case something happens, even though my gym is not that far. But I was like, well, maybe I'll put something on the TV. Maybe I'll do a workout, like a mobility, flexibility. Maybe I might do some 45 minutes of meditation or yoga. I'm just thinking of these things that I could be doing to check that box. And that's when it dawned on me, I think that I'm going to do more harm than good right now. And could I have forced myself into doing something? Yeah, I probably could have. But at that moment, I said, let me eat a little something and just lay down. I took the afternoon off from work, and I crashed for 3 hours. Crashed hard. Woke up once again, still feeling very just out of it and lightheaded. So, I'm having my water with electrolytes. I'm doing everything that I possibly can. Once again, in the back of my mind going, I still have to do this workout. And it was at that moment I said, I made a promise to myself that I would do this challenge, but if it does anything to harm me, then I have to back out. And I decided I'm backing out. So after 29 days of shockingly thoroughly enjoying every single component of that challenge, I failed. And I don't say I failed a lot, and I'm going to own it. I failed on day 29. And that's okay, because in some ways I succeeded because I did what was right for me. And I said that, let me just get through Monday, wake up Tuesday, and just figure out what I'm going to do. And the interesting thing is that I could have easily played it off like I did that workout and just continued on with the 75 hard challenge. But for those that know me in my life, know that I'm like Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. I have the inability to lie. So I felt like if I was going to do that, you guys would see right through it. And I don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't want to pretend that I crushed the 75 hard challenge when in reality, I failed on day 29 by one 45-minute workout. And so I said, I'm going to go to bed Monday night, Tuesday morning, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to figure out what is next for me, because I loved the eating structure that I had in place. I loved working out. Now, 2 a day was a little excessive, even though I was already doing that up to 4 times a week, but I really did miss my active recovery day. And drinking water is not an issue, reading a book, all the areas of my challenge. I even threw, it wasn't part of 75 hard, but I made it for me an AM, PM skincare routine. I was crushing it. And I want to just say that In that time period for 29 days, I lost 8.2 pounds. I haven't seen those numbers since probably like month 5, 6 on my Mounjaro. Well, now I'm on tirzepatide journey. I was eating more than I ever had. I was using the Lumen device that you hear me talk about. I was eating foods at the right time. Each day was kind of a variation of the other day. You know, in some ways you could talk carb cycling, but you know, it would adjust based off of my workouts. So I was fueling my body after the workouts, you know, to be able to tap into at certain times of the day. Do I want to burn carbs? Do I want to burn fat? I was sleeping so well. Everything was going according to plan. And that's the most shocking thing, is that I lost that weight in 29 days. So now I'm sitting at 93 pounds lost. So I have 7 more pounds to go. And I know I'm going to hit that by the end of this year because I made that goal. And so somebody told me that there's this, I don't follow trends or anything, but there's something called winter arc. So basically I started October 1st and I took most of the components of the 75 hard challenge. And then some of the things I put on top of it during that past month, and I'm rolling it in. Started October 1st to the end of the year. I have a list of goals. Same thing, 90-10 whole foods diet, the hydration, instead of 2 workouts a day, 1 being mandatory outside. I have rewritten it to do my 4 days a week of strength training. I want to start jogging, so I'm going to jog on the treadmill 2 days a week, and then I walk to and from the gym. I'm going to get some walking in on certain days, but I'm not going to have this structure of I got to do 2 workouts for 7 days. And I think that is really the only difference from when I started after Labor Day to now, to then the end of the year, is I'm just not going to be doing 2 45-minute workouts. Everything else is kind of going to be the same. And then I have skincare and sleep and all these other various things. So I'll go in another video. So I'm going to wrap it up here. And just say that, you know what, even though I failed, I'm proud of myself. I am. Like, I own it. I made the right decision. And now I'm ready to just continue. It was so bizarre, even though I was tired, you know, waking up October 1st, Tuesday. I was tired. I was so tired. But I felt rejuvenated. I felt like, you know, ready to hit my macros for the day. You know, I got a nice walk in, I got some fresh air. I was ready to just recommit myself from now until the end of the year with my set of goals. So in some ways, I'm closing one chapter, I'm opening up the next chapter. And I'm going to leave it there. And my next video that I plan on uploading is going to be talking about my switch that I made at the end of August. I take that back, it was in the beginning of September. I made the change from Mounjaro to tirzepatide through Join Fridays. And I'm going to be doing a video talking about how that transition, you know, how I went from, you know, going from 7.5 to 10, and then, you know, going from the 10 of Mounjaro to tirzepatide from Join Fridays, and that amazing experience, you know, working with them. And I'm gonna leave it with this interesting little sneak peek into what I'm going to be talking about with my next video, is that you hear a little bit about it. Do you believe it? I didn't, but I'm shocked that after 17, 18 months, you know, many months I was on 10, and then I dropped down over the summer to 7.5 and maintained for like 2 months. That when I made that jump back up to 10, that appetite suppression, that food noise, like all of the benefits of the medication came back. Now it didn't come back with a vengeance, but it came back. And I'm shocked, and I still have it now, 3 injections into the compound of tirzepatide and being on 10. I'm experiencing those benefits again. I'm going to be talking about that in my next video, so stay tuned. I hope you like this video. I'm going to be bringing you more regular content on Mounjaro tips and what I'm doing with my clean eating and some of what I eat in the days and grocery hauls and all my favorite breakfast and lunch and dinner, and just have so many great videos coming your way. But please take some time, like this video, and I will see you in my next video. You enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.